Hey, it's Jeff Stevens from the Doc Love Show, and this segment is pretty self-explanatory, but what it will show you is that Doc and I do pay attention to you, and if you are a Facebook fan of ours, then you have a chance to ask questions that can get on the air. Now, you don't necessarily have to go on the air like this gentleman did, but you're certainly welcome to. Definitely use that page, facebook.com/datingwomenexpert, and we are going to go on to the call now. Okay, Doc, let me set up this next caller. This was born out of a Facebook discussion on facebook.com/datingwomenexpert, of course. You don't have to remember all that. Just go to the Facebook link at the top of doclove.com. Alan from Florida had done a post on there, and Alan had suggested that, you know what, guys pay way too early. Doc, what you always say, of course, is a guy should pay early, find out if the woman is a giver or not. But Alan said right from the jump, don't do it. Guys are paying way too much. Women earn their own money. And I invited Alan on the show. We invited Alan on the show, I should say, to talk to you live about that. So, Alan, welcome, and go ahead, buddy. The floor is yours.
Yeah, it was an interesting interchange that we had here, and I meet women all the time that earn a lot of money. Some of them make more money than I do.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, what I don't want to do is I don't want to dump $300 into a woman and then find out that she's a selfish taker. And then I end up by dumping her, and I lose all that money.
Are you saying, okay, I'm saying this, though. Why don't you go to inexpensive things?
Well, I do. For example, I always suggest Starbucks
for the first
time.
Right.
And if they don't want to go there, I say, okay, we can meet for a drink, in a restaurant lounge. But then after that, they always expect dinner the next time you get together.
What do you mean the next time?
Well, okay. Well, you want to take her to Starbucks on the second date and have more coffee? No, but my whole thing is this. What I do is I say something to them like I believe in equality and reciprocity, and then I think both people should give to each other from the very beginning. And
you're saying this to a complete stranger who you don't know if she likes you or not.
Well, let's put it this way. It's not working, okay? I mean, theoretically in my mind it works, but it's not working in reality. Except occasionally you do find a woman who says, yeah, I agree with you. I work, I make my own money, and, yeah, it's not fair that the guy should have to pay for everything.
Yeah, I look at it this way. You go out to Starbucks, it's going to cost you $8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now you go out for, let's say, a hamburger, a beer, and you shoot pool. Okay, now you're talking about, what, $18, $20?
Yeah, they don't want that. They want to go to a nice restaurant.
Hold it. You just say to her, on the next date, you can ask me out, and then we'll go to that restaurant. That's what you say. Put it back in their face. Go up to the net, knock the bowel down Serena's mouth.
See, now that I like. Okay, that's a good one.
That's
I like
what
that
I said, on the next one, we'll go to that place after you ask me out.
The other thing, too, is sometimes I'll even say something like I'll try to take them to places where they can't run up a big bill, because sometimes they'll order 2-3 glasses of wine, and then they'll start ordering dessert and everything else. And I figure this is somebody who doesn't care about me. Otherwise, why are they trying to run up a bill?
Good point. But then now you get rid of her. That's the third date. So you got Starbucks, which is $8. You got the pool and the beer and the hamburger. That costs you $22. And now so by the third date, you're out of here.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you look at it that way, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't say take her out 10 times and you're dumping $100, $150 on dates. Now, I know a lot of rich guys do this. A lot of guys are making $150,000, $250,000. He said, what do you mean go to Starbucks and spend $8? I want to get rid of the mercenaries. I was talking to a guy last week. He sent me this girl's profile, and at the top, you better make $100,000 a year or don't call.
That's what they do.
You go around this girl. You don't have anything to do with that girl. Once you smell that this girl wants to spend a lot of your money versus find out if you're a good guy that I could fall in love with or not, you're out of there.
And that eliminates, unfortunately, a lot of these women. We only need one good one. Well,
But
yeah.
Alan, you got to go through 30, 40, 50 women.
I agree. The other problem is they want to bring their cell phones with them.
Let them bring the cell phones. And if she makes one call, you never take her out again. Finish the dinner, go out to the car, and say, that's it. Never take her out again. It's the rudest, crudest thing when a guy's buying you a meal to sit there and talk to your girlfriends.
So you wouldn't say something up front to them?
She's out. I'm not going to train her. She has no manners, no social skill, no consideration, no thoughtfulness, no manners, no class. I'm going to change her.
So if you sit down in Starbucks and they pull the phone out and sit it down on the table, is the date over as far as you're concerned?
When she sets it down, say, do me a favor, would you turn the ringer off, please?
And she says, I've got to look at the phone when it rings in case it's like an emergency or one of my kids calling or something like that.
You can't fight her on the kids.
Right. So she says if it's one of them, if it's one of them, or if I think it's important, or if it's work or something, I've got to answer the phone. They've
rammed these cell phones down us, I tell you. They're electronic leashes. They're a big excuse. And, I got I don't give my cell phone number out, number one. Number two, I got 2 phone numbers, and I got 2 answering machines. And nothing's that important. There are no emergencies.
Do you tell them, listen, I don't want
you just say that. No, she says, and you go through it, and if the phone rings and you're listening to the conversation and she's talking to one of her ding-dong girlfriends, I'll never go out with her again. I won't say anything and I won't complain.
Okay, because this is a big problem with people with their phones on dates.
Yeah, well, the women that do that have no class.
Exactly. So it's the combination of those two things that makes things a little bit difficult out there. Plus, they expect men to pay. It's like they automatically assume that the man is paying.
Yeah, just take them to inexpensive places.
Yeah,
I tell you, 2 out of 5 women that go out with you have low interest level. They just want to eat.
I've met them. They call themselves foodies.
I think they're coming after you. They must smell something in your Visa card or something. Alan, thank you very. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, buddy. Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Just put on a happy face, let them do what they want, and never call them again.
Got it.
What you see is what you get. You're not going to train them. Oh, gee, you're right. I had the cell phone out. That's really rude and crude. I'll never do that again. Is that ever going to happen, Alan?
No.
No, not that often. Thank you for calling.
And, Doc, that was born on a discussion on Facebook, of course. And, that's the thing about this show and this program. It's all about, Alan had a different opinion. We said, hey, call the show. And we're going to actually post that call on Facebook and YouTube. So it's good to stay in touch with us via those social media channels.
Thank you, Alan. Good call.
Absolutely. Brought up a lot of good points.
Great point. Legitimate. Very good. Yeah.
And that will be posted on Facebook and YouTube within the next couple days, so look for that.
Here's another thing.
Yeah.
You guys out there, there's no bad calls, and there's no stupid callers. Call up. You got something bothers you, we're here to coach.
That's it. Coaching. That's the exact key point there, Doc. Hope you enjoyed that call. Thanks again for listening. Don't forget to go to datingwomenradioshow.com. You can download 5 segments. Also go to docloveclub.com. You can get the archives and also an advanced system class available only to members. And do not forget to like us on Facebook, because maybe we will be having you on the air, or at least your question on the air. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next week with another segment from the Doc Love Show.